Hello everyone. Today we will start the third chapter of Campbell's biology, in which we will study the chemistry of water. So, the chemistry of water. The chapter name is the chemistry of water. We know that water molecules are shaped like V, right? You can see V like shape is there, and one oxygen and two hydrogen atoms are there in the molecule, and oxygen is highly electronegative, so it is the one that keeps electrons more towards it. So there is unequal sharing of electrons, and hydrogen is less electronegative, so it is partially positive, and the oxygen has partial negative charge. Now, because of this partial positive and partial negative charges, the oxygen of one water molecule is attracted to the hydrogen of other water molecule, leading to the formation of hydrogen bonds. Clear? So, we can say the water itself is having polar covalent bonds. Which bond? You know, we have studied earlier. Polar covalent bonds, and because of the polar bonds, there is partial positive and partial negative charges on hydrogen and oxygen respectively. So, oxygen of one water molecule is attracted to the hydrogen of another, leading to the formation of hydrogen bonds. Clear? Now, if I say when the water is in its liquid form, the hydrogen bonds are very fragile, having just 1/20 as strong as a covalent bond. So, whatever is the strength of this covalent bond, the hydrogen bond is having the strength 1/20. Clear? As strong as covalent bond. So, you can see the strength is less. The bonds are very fragile. They form, break, reform with very great frequency. Even the bonds last for few trillions of a second. So, molecules are constantly forming bonds with new hydrogen molecules with successive parts, with water molecules, not hydrogen, with water molecules with a succession of partners. Clear? Okay. Now, if I say at any instant, most of the water molecules are hydrogen bonded to their neighbors. Clear? Now, because of this hydrogen bonding, four emergent properties of water are there. See, we have studied in the theme of life that about the emergent properties. When we studied the hierarchy and everything, that time we studied that properties emerge at the next higher level. If there are many water molecules, you can see because of the friendship in between them, because of the hydrogen bonding, many properties emerge, and there are four emergent properties that we will study. These are the properties that make the earth suitable as an environment, as the place for life. So, first property is this one, cohesive behavior. You can see the friendship between two water molecules. We will study this in detail. Cohesion, adhesion, right? So, cohesive behavior. Then, its ability to moderate temperature, that also we will study. We will study all these things in detail. Ability to moderate temperature. Then third, expansion upon freezing. Expansion upon freezing. And then fourth is, it is a universal solvent. So, it is a versatile solvent, versatility as a solvent. Clear? All these properties we will study in detail. Okay. Now, you can see a beautiful organism here, Pusa hispida. It's Pusa hispida. Its old name was Phoca hispida. Old name is Phoca hispida. Now the new name is Pusa hispida. This is ringed seal. You can see here rings in its body. Ringed seal. You can see the rings here in its body. Okay. So this is the smallest seal found in the Arctic, and this is a very abundant seal in Arctic Sea. So it is sitting here, or it is taking rest on the iceberg. You can see in the Arctic Sea ice. It uses this as a platform from which it can hunt for fish in the water below it, below the iceberg. Now you can see, I told you that when the water freezes, it expands. We will study this in detail later. What happens when the water is in liquid state? The molecules are very closely held together by weak hydrogen bonds. But when it reaches solid state, the hydrogen bonds become stable. So water molecules are very far apart from each other. So ice has less density than water, but it has expanded. Clear? It has expanded, more space is there, it has less density, that's why ice floats on water, ice floats on water. Here you can see the ringed seal. What is this hole? This is its breathing hole. Actually, the ringed seals make holes in the ice, so they can they can come out for air, and then they can go back in the water for hunting and all. But there is someone who hunts seal also, and that is polar bear. It is waiting for the seal near the hole, breathing hole, so that when seal comes, it can eat it and it can enjoy the meal. Anyways, you can see the floating ice here. This insulates the water below it. So the ice will insulate the water below it, so that the aquatic life can survive in the water. So this ice acts as insulator. It insulates the water below it. Ice insulates the water below it, so that the other organisms which live inside water can survive. Okay, we will study the properties later one by one. Thank you.